In the previous video, we looked at how the sourcing team places an order by creating a purchase order. Now, once the vendor receives the purchase order and once the vendor has the items ready with him, they will ship the item to our warehouse. Now, we'll look at how the warehouse team can accept this order and invert it into our warehouse. So, for this, we'll use the demo store account which has the store privileges. So again, the first step is going to transactions. When a material arrives, you have to always invert it against a purchase order. So for that, you go to transactions, you look for the PO that we are currently talking about, click on that purchase order that we raised, and again click on that, and then by clicking on create invert, we can start the process of inverting. So you mentioned which store is inverting. All these others are basic data. This is auto calculated, and you can see you are inverting against this particular PO. This is very important. Inverting against a PO is very important, and this is the main stock store that we are inverting it to, and how much quantities we have received. Have we received 48 and 20 in total, or they have sent a half load? So depending on the load that they have sent, we can actually mention, we can change this data. So like this will indicate that 48 meter and 20 kilos were ordered, and currently how much is delivered. You can mention it here. I'm just going to make it simple and mention that we have received the complete quantity. Once we do that, we click on save and send. So we have created an invert document, but even by this time the stock has not gone up. The stock will only go up once you do a GRN process. So against this invert document, you create a GRN document, and everything is auto populated. And again, same 48 and 20. You mention save and send. So when you do this, the whole inverting process is complete. Here, so you have to look at inverting as the first step of accepting the materials, and GRN as a step where we actually do the QC and invert it. Because in GRN report, you will see quantity received, quantity accepted. So inverting is just a process of accepting the delivered goods into our inverting area. And once we look at the quality and approve it, we can create a GRN document. Only when you create a GRN document, you will have this stock go up in the inventory. Now, if you look at the inventory, if you go to the inventory and look at the foam and fabric, you can see a high spike in 48 and 20. So if you, for example, if you take this particular item, you can see that, see, just now we have created a GRN report, and that has increased the stock by 48 units, and current quantity is 50. So this is how you create a invert and GRN document. Just to recap, inverting is just a process of accepting and placing the items in our inverting area. GRN is the process where we actually accept the quality of the materials that is sent to us. Key things to note in this process is the price at which we are inverting. It has to match the price that we sent in the PO. There shouldn't be a surprise price hike. So it has to match, the quantity has to match, and also the quality should be as per the specifications that we have given.